So in this video, I want to show you how to navigate Canvas and some of the features of our Canvas shell. You're going to be spending quite a bit of time in Canvas every week. This is a 3-credit-hour course. So if you were taking it on campus in a traditional face-to-face class, you'd be sitting in a classroom for 3 hours every week. So I've designed the online course. It's asynchronous, meaning you can attend to it whenever you want throughout the semester. But I designed it with the expectation that you will spend up to 3 hours, watching the lecture materials and reading through the different pages, the different module items in Canvas. To calculate how much time you should expect for reading, studying, and homework, the typical formula for a college course is that for every credit hour, you should expect 2 to 3 hours of studying and homework time. I think the 3 is probably a little overboard for this class. I think 2 is probably more accurate. So I would say you can expect about 6 hours of studying time and homework time to be successful. So that's 9 total hours of attending to this course every week. Now, will every week be like that? Probably not. In fact, if we take this week, I think in the modules for this week, there's about an hour, a little over an hour of video. There are several other items I want you to read through, but I doubt it's 2 hours worth of items that I want you to read through. So most likely you'll be able to get through all of the module items for this week in less than 3 hours. The homework for this week, will it take you 6 hours? Probably not. Probably closer to an hour to 2 hours. So not every week will be 9 hours of work, but you should prepare for that, and that can help you plan your workflow. And just keep that in mind that I do expect you to attend to this class with some significant time commitment. And if you're not attending to the Canvas shell and all of its modules for that week, it's a bit like being absent in your face-to-face classes. It's like not attending class. All right, so enough about that. Let's take a look at the CSN website. You can log into Canvas or GoCSN through here. GoCSN's been having quite a bit of trouble. It's down quite often, which is a bit annoying. So if you're trying to get into Canvas and you can't get into it through GoCSN, you could try directly through this link here. Or I found if you haven't cleared your browser history, that you can go up here and click Canvas and click on one of the links that pops up. It might not take you where you want to go, but it'll get you in, and then you can go from there, into our class, Public Speaking Online here. So this is my view. It's a little different than your view. Over here you have your account. You can set your settings and your notifications. You could put a nice picture of yourself. You could put some information on your profile. So you have some things you could do within here. This allows you to navigate to your other courses. This is a calendar that presumably tells you everything that's due that week or that month. Inbox is how you can message both your instructor as well as other students in the course. Over here in this tab, I put the things. Let me go to student view because it is less comprehensive than my view, and let me full screen this. So over here, you have all these different tabs. I kind of minimized the number of tabs here to the things that I think are important. The home tab loads up to the module view. So does the modules. So they're the same thing here. Below that is the grades. You can get to the grade book as I populate and grade the grade book. You should be able to track your performance. Chat is where I will hold the online student drop-in hours, like my office hours. I'll announce them at the beginning of each week, and you can come in here and we can chat about class, get some extra help if that's what you want. In the discussion tab, there is a pinned discussion called Common Course Questions board. And so if you have a common question about the course, it's not a personal question, ask it here, and I will attend to it throughout the semester. If you see a student has posted a question in here and you know the answer, go ahead and weigh in. I will ultimately affirm or provide the correct information in the event that a student has responded with incorrect information. You can find all the assignments in the assignment tabs, the quizzes in the quizzes tabs, but you can also get them in the modules, right, in the order that they want to, in the order they will appear here. I'll talk more about that here in a second. CSN Library, this link is kind of important. It takes you to a page that's just for COM 101, gives you some sense of what's on the library web page. This is not the library web page, so if you wanted to go to that, you can, this is what the library web page itself looks like. This is just a primer for the 101 class, but it gives you some information about the different resources for like the informative speech, the persuasive speech, how to evaluate sources. We'll do some of this in our class. We'll be using MLA style guides, so you might find these things to be useful. I do want to point out, using something like the database search by subject. This is a great page to find resources for your speeches. I would recommend using these databases over here to search for articles for your speech 2 and for speech 3. But let's go to CSN Tutor Chat. If you want, you can use this to talk to a tutor. We also have the Centers for Academic Success on campus, so you can go talk to a live person as well. My Coyote Success, this is just going to give you another tab to open up. Will take you to CSN Go, and then if you type in Coyote, My Coyote Success, that's where we'll do these workshops in the first week. Through here, you'll have to log in and find the particular workshop that is assigned for that week. Some frequently asked questions here. CAPS, Psychological Services, these are the people who are in the class, and My Coyote Plan, I typically don't use that, but it is an early alert system for if you're not performing well in the class, an intervention. All right, back to student view. So when you started up, it probably looked like this. You clicked on the first video. Have it set up so that you can't access what comes next until you access what comes first. So you click on this, and you can navigate then with the next button. It'll just take you to the next item in the modules, and notice when I click on it, this is where this video will be. And when I go back to the home page now, it should show that I have completed the first 2 items, and so you can just keep going on through. They go by week. The week is the number. If there's letters there, it's because there's more than one module for that week. So like next week, 2A, 2B, 2C. Please keep in mind that these are collapsible. So if you're not seeing the items, you may need to unfold it over there. Over here's your to-do list, which tells you what the next due dates, the next assignments that are coming up. You can navigate directly to the assignments. The class hasn't started yet, so that's why it's saying it's locked. But I recommend that you do the module items before you do the assignments. So don't just jump right to the assignments without looking at and spending adequate time with each of the module items. If you have any questions about Canvas, the features, how to navigate it, take it to the Common Course discussion board right here. I hope this was helpful.